Hello, and welcome to Season 1, Race 4 of my F124 My Team Career Mode with Rockstar Energy Racing, and we are here in Imola for the Imola Grand Prix. And we qualified deep down in the field once again. It was very close up top, though, as you can see, in the top 4. We're down in P19. We have qualified Sargent and Bottas. So there's that. Championship standings again. We're still in P10. Constructors, we are still P6. Again, our main goal stay at least in P8, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And we'll see what we can do here. Obviously, it's going to be a very difficult track to pass. So it's pretty much gonna. I would think it's gonna all come down to the start and see what we can get through those initial set of corners. And I completely forgot that Bottas was my rival, so hey, we beat him in qualifying, so that is a good start. So we'll see what we can do. Again, I don't dislike this track, but it is difficult to pass. Very difficult to pass. So if I could foresee how this race is going to go, I would think that we're probably going to gain a bunch of spots, and eventually we're going to lose DRS to the person in front, and it's going to be just me holding up a bunch of people to the finish. Rain potentially at the end. We'll see if it actually comes in time for anything, or we'll see if it comes in time to affect the race in any sort of way. I'm not sure why the morale is low in these departments. Durability, kind of have to do that. And I think that's all we can get right now. So, yeah, we'll go right ahead to the Imola Grand Prix.
Welcome to Imola, the spiritual home of Ferrari. But you don't need me to tell you that. Just look at the red-clad Tifosi in the grandstands. They're ready. Are you ready? For the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. One lap of Imola, anti-clockwise of course, unlike most Formula One circuits, will take our drivers round 3.1 miles of track. 19 turns, 9 right-handers and 10 to the left. Drivers will need to be precise at the hairpin at turn 7, given the subsequent uphill section. Without a good exit from that corner, they'll lose a lot of time on that stretch. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Oscar Piastri lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Russell, Sainz, Hamilton, Perez, Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Stroll, Gasly, Ricciardo, Ocon, Norris, Albon, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Joe, Golden Boy, Sargent, Bottas, and Théo Pourchaire. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And striding into our commentary box to join us today, the man, the myth, the legend, Anthony Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, you know, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Here we go then, the formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out. We're almost ready to start the race as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
That start was okay, now stay alert for threats around you. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Keep on him, he might make a mistake. You're in the top 10 now, keep it up. Tyre condition still looking good. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 7.2 seconds. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 3.9 seconds. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by, 4.9 seconds. Come on, you can win that place back. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 9.1 seconds. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 10.9 seconds. Here's some information on Tsunoda for you. They've got some kind of mechanical problem. Okay, we lost the position, trying to keep focus. We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Gap to your teammate behind, 9.6 seconds. And gap to the car in front, 0.0 seconds. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap. Understood, stopping this lap. Copy that, hards next time we box. Okay, we can take you this lap. Copy that, hards next time we box. Alright, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, gap ahead, 10.0 seconds. running low on ERS. Reminder that you can play around with ERS modes in the MFD or lift sometimes and ease onto the brake pedal for some manual recharge. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres. Okay, Teo's in the pits. Teo in the pits. Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position. Okay, gap to the car in front, 17.3 seconds. Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes. Gasly is in the pits. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 19.7 seconds. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 22.1 seconds. Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about. We think we might see some rain, ETA about 15 minutes. That was far too aggressive, mate. Clean passes only. We don't want a penalty. Caution, caution. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 28.1 seconds. Okay, clear. Come on, you can win that place back. Tyre condition still looking good. Wow, that was a heck of an impact. Let me know you're okay. We're expecting some rain soon. Expect the first drops in the next few minutes. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 35.1 seconds. Okay, we lost the position. Try to keep focus. The car behind's gaining on you by 5/10 a lap. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 37.0 seconds. The track is clear, green flag. Okay mate, this is the final lap of the race, final lap. Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
And an award-winning day for Oscar Piastri as he takes the checkered flag and wins.
They led from lights out to the flag at the end, and their race victory was never in doubt, was it? Brilliant stuff by them.
Our winning drivers are on their way to the podium right now. It's been a fantastic race for McLaren, that's for sure. And no doubt, they'll be celebrating tonight. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
All right, and that was the Imola Grand Prix. And for the second time in this career mode, second time in 4 races, we have scored points. I was able to get that great start like I talked about. Ended up having to rewind a couple times because the holes closed up pretty quickly, so I was just trying to find a hole where, nobody just turned down on me going into the first corner. And then it was just a matter of holding station and yeah, that's what got us the points there. And what really helped us out was that in the final sector, you have that quick right-left chicane that leads to the penultimate stretch before the last couple corners. And on that penultimate stretch before those last couple corners is the DRS activation for the main straight. So, at every chance I could, I would sort of like let off the gas a little bit, let whoever's behind me by, so I could get the DRS and then pass them in those couple corners before the finish, those last 2 corners. Get the DRS myself, and that's how I sort of protected my position at that stage. Very interesting how the strategy played out. You had 4 cars, both McLarens, both Alpines, who started on the hards. And what's funny is that Norris and Ocon and Gasly backing up the field, backing up the rest of the guys who pitted, medium to hard. That's what really won Piastri the race, because I think he came out of the pits just ahead of like Leclerc and Verstappen and Russell, and that was largely because Norris and the Alpines, who were on the older hard tires, held them up. So Oscar has his teammate and the Alpines to thank for this win. Standings, we'll look at the constructors. We did drop to 7th, but we are level with Alpine. Yeah, we are level with Alpine, even though they didn't score any points, but that's just where we are right now. And we are still 7 points ahead of Visa Cash App RB. And, yeah, we're basically in a pretty tight race for 5th. I mean, if the Astons have a bad day and I'm in the right position, I could easily vault the team back up to P5, so there's that. And then in the driver's standings, it's really starting to, be established as Oscar Piastri's championship as he, wins the race, takes a 19-point lead over Max Verstappen. Leclerc is 5th, Russell is 3rd, Norris falls to 4th after not scoring any points today. He had a grid penalty, which is what really set him back noticeably. So I think I was trying to look at the standings. So Alonso was behind both myself and Gasly, so that's why I fell to 11th, because Alonso jumped us both. He's finished 7th, so yeah, there you go. The Imola Grand Prix get away with a points finish. And again, in our goal to finish 8th in the Constructors' Championship, getting those points is very, very important. Oh, and Teo Pourchaire finished his first race of the season, so that's a positive. He had 3 consecutive engine failures, which is not a great start to his F1 career, but at least he was able to finish on the road this time. Alright. So, Monaco is the next race. Obviously, not a lot of time between those races, so not a lot to do in terms of activities. Do I have any money to spend on facilities here? Let's see. Alright. Well, I'll deal with that later. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time for the Monaco
Our new parts have completed without
Grand
issue.
Prix.
They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.